Asking the questions, Amol Virgin.
Hello and welcome to another match in round 2 of this year's University Challenge. The teams playing tonight are both hoping to take one step closer to becoming the first from their colleges to lift this competition's trophy. Winning this game will see them at least into the quarter-final stage. Anything less will mean, sadly, they'll be leaving the competition for good. The team from Christ College, Cambridge are here, having come out on top in a tough first-round match against Exeter College, Oxford. Christ started that game strongly, but Exeter kept pace with them right up until the final third, when the Oxonians made a couple of unfortunate interruptions that allowed Christ to pull ahead. They dropped a few points along the way on German film and Italian art, but made up for that with their knowledge of history, biology and rocket science. Let's meet the team from Christ once again.
Hi, I'm Anneke Furman. I'm from The Hague in the Netherlands and I study classics.
Hi, I'm Brendan Bethlehem. I'm from North London and I'm studying linguistics.
And their captain.
Hello, I'm Oscar Despard. I'm from Dublin in Ireland and I study biochemistry.
Hi, I'm Linus Liu. I'm from Orpington and I'm studying mathematics.
St Edmund Hall, Oxford survived an equally tricky opening heat against SOAS, in which both teams were very good on the buzzer, but struggled to convert their bonuses. In the final minute, however, St Edmund Hall managed a crucial full house on 18th century history, which meant that at the gong they were ahead by 195 points to 155. Before that, they'd answered well on German vocabulary and the shipping forecast, but significantly less well on classical music and surrealist art. Let's meet the team from St Edmund Hall for the second time.
Good evening. My name is Jeffrey Liu. I'm from Cambridge, Massachusetts, and I'm reading for a DPhil in politics.
Hi, I'm Robert Elkington. I'm from Newton-Abbot, Devon, and I'm studying Russian and linguistics.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Sophia Bursey. I'm from Stroud in Gloucestershire, and I'm studying English.
Hi, I'm Daisy Pendergast. I'm from Jersey in the Channel Islands, and I'm studying biochemistry.
How you feeling? Ready? Fingers and buzzers, here's your first starter question. Early in her career, which 19th century US author wrote a large number of what she called blood and thunder stories? Pulpy, gothic thrillers, often with a feminist slant, under the pen name A.M. Barnard. In the semi-autobiographical work for which this author is best known, the protagonist also writes sensation stories for money, before her friend Professor Bear convinces her that they are trash.
Christ Slew.
Louisa May Alcott.
Yes, of course, and that character was Joan March in Little Women. Your bonuses, Christ, are on the obscure life of the artist known as Cecco del Caravaggio. Cecco is usually considered to have been the model for Caravaggio's Amor Vincit Omnia, and for one of his many depictions of witch saint as an adolescent in the wilderness. Caravaggio painted this saint's beheading for an altarpiece in Malta.
This is John the Baptist, isn't it? In
Quite
the wilderness
that would make a
and
lot of
being
sense.
beheaded, so...
So John the Baptist?
Yeah,
John the Baptist?
Yes. The only painting certainly attributed to Cecco is a version of which biblical scene Aldous Huxley described Piero della Francesca's depiction of this scene in San Sepolcro as the greatest picture in the world.
Okay, what did Pietro della Francesca do? It's in...
Could be Pieta.
I think I was thinking Pieta.
It might be
know.
a Pieta, but I think... Yeah, okay, go with Pieta.
Do you have any better? Pieta?
No, it's the resurrection. Cecco may also be the model for a painting of which biblical figure holding a severed head, the head being a self-portrait of Caravaggio?
This
This isn't Salome.
Well, how about Judith slaying Holofernes, right?
I think.
Or...
You think it could be Judith?
Yeah, I don't really...
Yeah, let's
So
go.
Judith is what
I
we go
think
for.
so,
Okay.
yeah.
Judith?
No, it's David holding the head of Goliath.
Oh, okay.
Another starter for 10. I need a single word answer here in either English or Greek. In one of Plato's dialogues, Theaetetus offers Socrates 3 definitions of what concept? First proposing that it is perception, then suggesting it is true belief, and
St Edmund Hall Liu.
Knowledge.
it is knowledge, yes, sorry, it's the name. 3 questions for you, St Edmund Hall, on chemical reactions named after people. Which German Nobel laureate gives his name to a reaction of an aldehyde or ketone with a triphenyl phosphonium ylide to form an alkene?
I don't know, maybe Grignard if you don't have a better guess.
Grignard. Grignard.
No, that's Wittig, as in Wittig olefination. Which 2 scientists give their names to the electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction in which aromatic compounds are alkylated in the presence of a Lewis acid catalyst?
Diels Alder.
Nominate Pentecost.
Diels Alder.
No, it's Friedel and Crafts. After a French chemist, what name is given to the addition of an organomagnesium halide to a ketone or aldehyde to form an alcohol? It is commonly referenced as a process to form carbon-carbon bonds.
I think that might be Grignard.
Grignard.
Yes, the Grignard, yeah. Let's start off for 10. Which protein was the first to have its three-dimensional structure revealed by X-ray?
Christ's Despard.
Myoglobin.
Well done. It certainly is. Your bonuses, Christ, are 3 questions on wine from the Napa Valley. The Napa Valley, Sonoma County and Mendocino County are part of the northern wine region of which US state?
California. Yeah.
California.
Yes. Accounting for around 40% of the entire wine production in Napa Valley, Cabernet Sauvignon is created by crossing Sauvignon Blanc with what other grape varietal?
Cabernet. Okay. Is it like Chablis or something? Is that a variety?
I mean, it's a guess.
Shall we just guess?
Yeah, Chablis.
No, it's Cabernet Franc. In a 1976 blind wine tasting, a Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa was judged to be better than French Bordeaux. This now famous tasting is often referred to by the name of what event in Greek mythology that contributed to the start of the Trojan War?
Is this the Judgment of Paris?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Judgment of Paris?
It is the Judgment of Paris. Let's start with 10. In linguistics, what word follows vowel to refer to a phonological system of a language in which the vowels within a word must share certain...
Christ's Bethlehem.
Vowel harmony.
Yes, correct. Well done. Your bonuses, Christ, are on cities in Belgium. First, usually known in English by its French name, what city is known in German as Lüttich?
Oh, Liège, yeah.
Liège.
I think it's Liège.
Liège.
Yes. Secondly, also known by its French name, what is the capital of Hainaut province, known in Flemish as Bergen?
Is that Berg op Zoom? So what's that?
No, that's in the Netherlands.
Okay.
That's Eindhoven. It's not in...
No, I don't
No,
know
I
the
know it's
French
also in the
name.
Netherlands. Is it Bruges?
Yes,
That's very plausible. Bruges.
No, it's Mons. Both words mean mountain. And finally, what is the 9-letter Flemish or Dutch name of the city known in French as Anvers?
Oh, Anvers. Oh, that's Amsterdam, isn't it? Isn't that Amsterdam? Isn't it? No,
That's
it's not
9
letters.
letters.
Isn't that Amsterdam?
It's not Eindhoven. That's definitely...
Not in Belgium.
It said Dutch.
Oh, yes.
No, but Dutch name.
Yes, I think Antwerpen.
No,
Antwerpen.
nine
That's
letters.
what Antwerpen has 9 letters.
Oh, okay. Can I nominate you?
Yeah.
Nominate Furman.
Antwerpen.
Yes, correct. Well done. Picture round now. And for your picture starter, you're going to see a graph demonstrating the results of a psychology experiment. For 10 points, I want the name given to the effect it demonstrates.
Christ's Lou.
The Dunning-Kruger effect.
Well done. Well done. Yes. That was the Dunning-Kruger effect, which demonstrates, quote, how difficulties in recognising one's own incompetence lead to inflated self-assessments. Your picture bonuses will be 3 visual stimuli used in well-known psychology experiments, 5 points for each you can identify. First, here I am looking for the eponymous name of the test.
Oh, God, what's
I've
this
done
called?
this test so many times, I don't know what it's called.
No, I don't
Like,
know
I've
the name
literally never
either.
seen the name of it. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, no, I can't remember what this is called.
Smith.
The Johnson Smith? The Johnson Smith test?
No, it's the Stroop test. Secondly, I need the name of the effect demonstrated here.
Oh, Booba and Kiki.
Yeah,
I'm going to nominate you.
I don't know what the effect is.
I think it is just called that.
Okay.
This is just Booba. Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
just called Booba and Kiki.
Nominate Bethlehem?
Booba and Kiki.
Yes, the Buakiki effect. Well done. And finally, the name of this experiment.
That's the Ash conformity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ash conformity.
Okay, I'm gonna nominate Lou.
Ash conformity.
Yes, it is the Ashton 40 experiment. Let's start a question. With a name derived from Sanskrit and Pali and variously described as Buddhas to be and those whose goal is awakening, what common figures in...
St Edmund Hall, Elkington.
Bodhisattva.
This is Bodhisattva. Well done, yes. Your bonuses, St Edmund Hall, are on video game franchises that began in 2004. In each case, give the series title from the description. First, a series of role-playing games created by Peter Molyneux, set in the fictional realm of Albion. The series is particularly noted for its morality systems.
I have no clue.
Disco Elysium.
Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts.
No, it's Fable. Secondly, a series of puzzle games created by Keita Takahashi. Gameplay consists principally of rolling a magical ball around various environments. The ball picks up anything it rolls over until it reaches a desired size.
Pass.
I'll tell you, it's Katamari. Finally, a series of open-world first-person shooter games published by Ubisoft that typically place the player in a wilderness environment where they must fight both local wildlife and one or more resident despots.
Oh, that's a Far Cry.
Far Cry.
Yes, it is. Well done. The chef Eugenie Brazier, who was the first person to hold 3 Michelin stars at 2 separate restaurants, and her student Paul Bocuse, who held 3 Michelin stars for a record 53 years, were both principally based in which major French city, described by the critic Kernonsky as the world capital of gastronomy?
Christ's Bethlehem.
Lyon.
It is Lyon, yes, well done. Your bonuses, Christ, are on scientific terms that begin with the same 3 letters. Give each term from the definition. First, an almond-shaped region of the brain located in the medial temporal lobe that has a primary role in controlling the expression and experience of emotion.
This is the
Let's just say
amygdala.
amygdala.
So
Because that means
Amygdala.
Yes. Secondly, abnormal fibrous insoluble protein deposits in organs and tissues. They are associated with the development of diseases including Alzheimer's and type 2 diabetes.
Amyloid.
Yeah.
Amyloid.
Yes. Finally, organelles specific to plant cells that are specifically responsible for the synthesis and storage of starch.
I think it's a myeloplasts, but
I think you're right.
It is just a myeloplast.
I think so.
Yeah, a myeloplast.
Correct, yes, well done. Let's start the question. In either upper or lower case, what single letter of the Latin alphabet denotes all of the following? In chemistry, a type of extrinsic semiconductor that has been doped with an electron acceptor element. In statistics, the probability that a given...
Christ's despard.
P.
Well done. It is P, yes. 3 questions for you then, Christ, on a rebellion. Sparked by a protest about increased taxation and led by the clergyman Paul Bogle, the Morant Bay Rebellion was an 1865 uprising in which modern-day country?
The US.
Morant Bay. Okay. You sure?
No, I'm not sure.
Doesn't sound like.
Sounds plausible.
I think Australia is more plausible.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea.
No,
So
Australia does sound plausible, actually.
okay, and we'll go with that. Australia.
Come on, guys, it's Jamaica. Who was governor of Jamaica at the time of the rebellion? He was previously a noted explorer with a major lake in South Australia, also called Cutty Thunder, named after him.
Major lakes in South Australia, do we know any?
A mid 19th century explorer.
Livingston?
I don't know. I mean, like
He's a mid-19th
yeah, I don't have anything.
explorer.
Yeah, Livingston.
No, that's Edward John Eyre. Eyre's violent suppression of the rebellion led to the formation of the Jamaica Committee, which called for his trial for murder. Its members included which utilitarian philosopher and MP for Westminster?
I mean, it could well be. It could be Mill. It could be Bentham. It could be either of the Mills.
Bentham wasn't an MP, was he?
No, and he was also earlier than that. It's definitely the time for J.S. Mill.
Okay, let's say no.
So yeah, J.S. Mill.
Definitely is the time for J.S. Mill, yes. It's always the time for J.S. Mill. Another starter question now. The Southampton plot was an attempt to depose which King of England and replace him with Edmund Mortimer, the Earl of March. In Shakespeare's play of this name...
Christ's despard.
Henry IV.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. In Shakespeare's play of this name, the 3 conspirators are said to have been bought with French money before the king embarked on an expedition to assert his claim to the French throne.
St. Edmund Hall, Bercy.
Henry V.
It is Henry V, yes. Your bonuses in Edmund Hall are on the linguistic acronym TAM, used to describe categories of verbal inflections. For what does the letter T stand in TAM? Often used in a general sense, this term is used more technically to refer to the grammatical category that locates the time of an event or state in relation to a temporal centre, which, by default...
Tense?
Yes. Secondly, to what grammatical category does the letter A refer? It differs from tense. In
Aspect.
Yes. And finally, for what does the letter M stand? This term refers to a grammatical...
Mood.
It does indeed. Well done. Music round now. For your music starter, you will hear a piece of classical music. For 10 points, simply name the composer. come on. Someone have a go. I can see you having a good time.
Sir Devon Hall Liu.
Robert Schumann.
No, you can hear a bit more Christ, but let's not be silly about this.
Christ's Bethlehem.
Clara Schumann?
No, it's Johannes Brahms, the violin concerto in D major. We'll take your music bonuses when we get the starter right. What words follow new in the names of the two largest islands of the Bismarck archipelago?
Sir Devon Hall Elkington.
Britain and Ireland.
Well done. You heard a moment ago Johannes Brahms' violin concerto in D major, which premiered at the Gewandhaus in Leipzig in 1879. Your music bonuses will be 3 more classical works that premiered at the Gewandhaus in the 19th century. 5 points for each composer you can name. First.
19th century. It's not Mozart, I don't think.
I have no idea what it could be.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Just give me. It's not going to be right, but just give me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mozart.
No, that was Franz Schubert. Second.
Yeah. That's right.
Try Schumann.
Schumann.
Yes, Clara Schumann. Finally.
No. This is Mendelssohn.
Mendelssohn.
Correct, yes, well done. Fingers and buzzers, here's another starter for 10. In ancient Greece, prominent figures in what profession included Ictinus, Metagenes, Callicrates, and Dinocrates? The last of these served Alexander the Great and is best known for his work in Egypt.
Sir Devon Hall Elkington.
Architects.
They were architects, yes. Your bonuses are on the novels of Graham Greene. In each case, identify the work from the description of its title. First, also published as Orient Express, this early novel includes an obsolete name for a major city of the Eastern Mediterranean region.
Well, that's Smyrna, maybe?
It could be.
The Eastern Mediterranean.
It could be somewhere in the Middle East, like what's Aleppo.
Not like Istanbul or whatever.
Constantinople, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that sounds right.
What the name of the novel?
It's something in.
Death in Constantinople.
No, Istanbul train, bad luck. Secondly, this title includes 2 abstract nouns. The first, according to George Orwell's 1984, is not a means, it is an end. The second is the first word in Gerard Manley Hopkins' poem, Pied Beauty.
Truth. No, I don't know.
Truth and power.
Ooh, maybe try. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Power and truth.
Bad luck. It's the power and the glory. Bad luck, as in glory be to God for dappled things. Finally, this 2-word title comprises a term meaning consolidated or unconsolidated aggregate of minerals or organic matter, preceded by the name of a seaside location.
Brighton Rock.
That one's, yeah. Well done. Another starter question now. Released since 1997, films with the English titles The Circle, The Mirror and Offside, directed by Jafar Panahi, are part of the new wave in the cinema of what country?
Sir Devon Hall Bercy.
India.
No. Anyone from Christ?
Christ's Furman.
Egypt.
No, it's Iran. Fingers on buzzers, here's another starter for 10. Discussing Beethoven's Pastoral Symphony in a work of 1896, what term did George Grove define as music in which the endeavour is made to represent a given scene or occurrence?
Christ's Bethlehem.
Programmatic.
Yes, all programme music. Your bonuses, Christ, are 3 questions on chess and cognitive science. Born in 1857, which French psychologist studied human memory in games of simultaneous blindfold chess? He's also known for pioneering work in the concept of mental age and the measurement of intelligence.
If it's mental age, then it's going to be Piaget, right?
No, wait, maybe? I don't know. Measure of
wasn't-
intelligence Spearman is
No, but French.
French, not French.
Piaget also isn't French, so.
Swiss, yeah, sorry, my bad.
Do we have any guesses?
Just
Any
Piaget could be
French people?
as well.
No. Okay, let's go Spearman. Spearman.
No, it's Alfred Binet. Winner of the Turing Award in 1975, which US pioneer of artificial intelligence co-authored papers on the simulation of memory of positions in chess? He also wrote the influential work Administrative Behaviour.
I don't know who this is.
No, I don't know.
Do we have any guesses, pioneers?
Like an AI, I don't know if I'm but
Doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't work. Hopfield.
No, it's Herbert Simon. Programming a computer for playing chess is a 1950 paper by which US mathematician and electrical engineer? He gives his name to a very high number concerning the possible move variations in chess.
Well, this is Shannon, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds like Shannon, yeah.
Shannon.
Yes, Claude Shannon. Well done. Let's start the question. In Greek myth, which daughter of Agamemnon and Clytemnestra was ordered to be sacrificed to
Christ's ferment.
Iphigenia.
Well done. It is Iphigenia, yeah. Good stuff. Your bonuses then, Christ, are on works inspired by the case of the Papin sisters, two live-in maids convicted of murdering their mistress and her daughter. Which French author wrote the 1947 play The Maids? This work concerns Solange and Claire, sisters who occupy themselves while their madame is away by enacting ritualised sadomasochistic fantasies.
Could this be Pavlik?
I don't know. Do
He
you
was
have any-
around in 1947. That's all
Okay.
I
Do you
know.
have any idea? Like, it could. It's not. I don't think it's Sartre or any of the existentialists. Probably.
No.
Nominate Bethlehem.
Perec?
No, that was Jean Genet. An adaptation of a novel by Ruth Rendell, starring Sandrine Bonnaire and Isabelle Huppert, La Cérémonie is a 1995 psychological thriller film by which director of the French New Wave, often described as the French Hitchcock?
Is this Truffaut?
I don't know.
Different. Yeah, I don't know.
Truffaut?
No, it's Claude Chabrol. According to its director, the case of the Papin sisters was, along with the 1960 film The Housemaid, among the inspirations for which recent winner of both the Palme d'Or and the Academy Award for Best Picture?
Anatomy of a Fall.
It must be.
Anatomy of a Fall.
No, it's Parasite.
Oh,
Just
right.
under 7 minutes to go. Picture starter. For your picture starter, you'll see a photograph of a species of fungus. For 10 points, please give me its name.
Cinnamon Hall Liu.
Death cap.
It is the death cap, yes. That was an image of the death cap, a highly poisonous mushroom that is commonly found in broad-leaved woodland. For your bonuses, you'll see 3 further images of poisonous fungi, 5 points for each you can name. Firstly, this mushroom, which becomes toxic when consumed with alcohol.
More mushroom facts.
I'm all out of mushroom facts, guys.
Shiitake.
That's the ink cap. Secondly,
Ghost cap.
no, it's destroying angel. And finally,
Oh, that's a toadstool, isn't it?
Toadstool.
no, that's fly agaric. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Let's start the question. In computer science, with a worst case performance of order n squared, which sorting algorithm only ever compares adjacent elements in a...
Christ's Lou.
Bubble thought.
It is bubble sort, yes, well done. Your bonuses, Price, are on composers' attempts to destroy their own works. The Voyevoda is an 1891 work by which Russian composer who was so disappointed with it that he tried to rip up its score on the night of its first performance. The piece remains significant as the first major orchestral work to incorporate a celesta, an instrument this composer also used notably in a later ballet.
No, he would have not been alive anymore at that point, right?
I don't know.
Does it?
What was the idea, Mazurski?
I would know. I think it could be.
Could it be Rimsky-Korsakov?
I was thinking Rimsky-Korsakov, but I don't know.
I mean, I really
It
don't
might
know.
be Tchaikovsky, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, let's go Rimsky-Korsakov.
No, it's Tchaikovsky.
Ah,
In
sorry.
1905, which composer wrote a piano sonata in response to the killing of a young protester in Brno, but burned its final movement before it was performed? He then threw the rest of it into the Voltava, but these parts survived thanks to a copy made secretly by his student, Ludmila Tuchkova.
So we're
Do
in
we
the
have
Czech
the
Republic,
Vltava? Could it be
Smetana. I couldn't.
Do we have anyone else? Oh, no, actually, maybe Dvorak is better for the time.
No,
Do we-
1905.
No, I think
No?
it's too late.
I think it's too late for
Oh, I
Dvorak.
think it's too late for Smetana as well, though.
I don't know when Smetana is.
Come on.
I don't know. Smetana.
No, that was Janacek. In the summer of 1945, which composer is believed to have held a burning party at his home of Ainola, where he destroyed a number of his works, including sketches for an 8th symphony?
This is Sibelius.
Sounds right. We got that? Sibelius?
Yes, 3 minutes to go. Now start the question. What specific artist's material does the Japanese term sui boku or sumi represent in the name of a painting technique developed during the Song dynasty in China? Associated with Zen Buddhism, works in this style aim to reduce things to a bare essence and are characterized by subtle tones in monochrome.
Christ's Despot.
Ink?
It is ink, yes. in liquid ink. Your bonuses, Christ, are on the British anthropologist Marilyn Strathern. Strathern's ethnography, Women in Between, focused on the Hagan people who live in which modern-day island country? Bronislaw Malinowski wrote Argonauts of the Western Pacific about the Trobriand people of this country.
Country, so Indonesia.
I think it's going to be Papua New Guinea, but...
Oh, it
Doesn't sound like Indonesia.
Okay. He's got Papua New Guinea.
Yes. In The Gender of the Gift, Strathern expands on the 1925 essay The Gift, written by which French sociologist, the nephew of Émile Durkheim?
Mouse, I think.
Nominate Lou.
Mouse?
It is Marcel Mauss, yeah. Reproducing the Future redefines the anthropological concept of kinship in the wake of the development of which technology invented by Robert Edwards and first used for the birth of Louise Brown in 1978?
It's IVF.
Oh, yeah, of course it is. IVF.
Of course it is IVF, yes. Here's another starter for 10. One of the oldest of the Mediterranean world. Which city was founded, according to Herodotus, by Ionians and in Roman times was one of the first cities of Asia, along with Ephesus and Pergamum? It was severely damaged by fire in 1922 towards the end of the Greco-Turkish...
Christ's Bethlehem.
Smyrna.
Yes, or Izmir, as it's now called. Your bonuses, Christ, are 3 questions on missions of the Indian Space Research Organisation, or ISRO. Meaning mooncraft in Sanskrit, what is the name for ISRO's lunar missions? The 3rd mission led to India becoming the first country to land a spacecraft near the moon's south pole.
This is Chandrayaan, isn't it?
Chandrayaan.
Yeah.
Chandrayaan.
Yes. Launched in September 2023, the Aditya L1 mission is aimed at observing what celestial body from Lagrangian point L1?
Oh, what's celestial body? It could be
The sun?
Jupiter? No, this because it's to do with the Lagrangian point. To do with
No,
orbit.
I think it's the sun.
The sun.
Yes. The headquarters of the ISRO are located in which major city? Often referred to as the Silicon Valley of India, it is the capital of Karnataka state.
Oh, capital of Karnataka is going to be weird, like Kerala-ish sort of place.
Yeah,
Let's guess.
Come on.
Trivandrum?
Trivandrum.
No, it's Bangalore or Bengaluru. Another starter question. In thermodynamics, what term describes a process, whether reversible or irreversible, where any transfer of energy to or from the system is only in the form of work and involves no loss or gain of heat?
Christ's Despard.
Adiabatic.
Yes, it is adiabatic, correct. Your bonuses then are 3 questions on the War of the Spanish Succession. The War of the Spanish Succession began in 1701, following the death of which king the previous year? Known as the Mad or the Bewitched, he was the last Habsburg monarch of Spain and fathered no children.
Charles II.
Yes. The question of the Spanish succession was resolved in favour of which Bourbon, a grandson of Louis XIV?
Philip V of Spain.
Philip V.
Yeah.
Philip V.
Yes. Article 10 of the Treaty of... And at the gong, St Edmund Hall over 100, a price of 215. Well, you were so in it until about the last 5 minutes when you guys just sort of disappeared. I think we should have plied you with coffee about 20 minutes in and you'd have been all right. Because it was so close until then. I'm so sorry, but that means we're going to be saying goodbye. Christ, that was an absolutely terrific performance. You did sort of drift off for about 5 minutes in the middle and then you came roaring back at the end, which was wonderful to see. Just tell us who your mascot is.
That's the serious goose.
Well, we shall see it and indeed you again. And I hope we'll see you again for another second round match. But until then, it is goodbye from St Edmund Hall.
Bye.
Bye.
It is goodbye from Christ College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.